All right, Whovians, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready for a good Doctor Who deep dive.
This time we're going deep into fan theories.
Ooh, those are always fun.
Make sure you've hit that subscribe button. And if you're new here, go check out our other deep dives. We've covered a ton of Doctor Who stuff already.
Yeah, we've really gone through a lot.
But today, it's all about those wild fan theories, the ones that make you think, wait, what if that's actually true?
The ones that keep you up at night, rewatching episodes for clues.
Exactly. And to guide us through this timey-wimey maze, we've got our resident Doctor Who expert.
Ready to dive in.
So where do we even begin? There are so many theories out there.
Well, how about we start with one of the most popular ones? The theory that the Doctor and the Master are two sides of the same coin.
Oh, that's a classic.
It's not just about them being arch-enemies. This theory suggests they might actually be the same Time Lord, just from different points in time.
Whoa, hold on. Same Time Lord. So, like, one of them is a future version of the other?
Exactly. And think about their similarities. Both incredibly intelligent, both have a mastery of time and space, but their morals, totally different.
Yeah, one's all about compassion, the other's power-hungry. Complete opposites.
But what if that's the point? What if the Master is a cautionary tale, a glimpse into what the Doctor could become if they ever go down a darker path?
So it's not just good versus evil, it's about the potential for both within the same being?
Exactly, and it makes those moments where the Doctor tries to redeem the Master even more powerful.
Yeah, like they're fighting to save a part of themselves.
Exactly, a part they're desperately trying to keep hidden.
Okay, that's deep. But if we're talking about dark futures, we can't forget the Valeyard.
Ooh, the Valeyard. That's a creepy one.
Right. A shadowy figure who claims to be the Doctor's darker side, lurking somewhere in their future.
And potentially a future the Doctor is trying to avoid becoming.
But what if they've already met? The Doctor's memory isn't exactly reliable with all those regenerations. They could have encountered the Valeyard without even knowing it.
And that meeting might have set events in motion leading to their eventual confrontation.
Whoa, that's a terrifying thought. Like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But speaking of mind-blowing reveals, let's talk about the Timeless Child.
Ah, yes. The Timeless Child. That threw everyone for a loop.
It really did. Suddenly, the Doctor's backstory got a whole lot more complicated.
It went way beyond Gallifrey, beyond the Time Lords as we knew them.
Yeah, suddenly there's this mysterious figure, potentially with unlimited regenerations. Who's the source of it all?
And we're supposed to take the Matrix's word for it? Come on.
Right, that's what makes me suspicious. We're getting this info from the Time Lord's computer system, a system that we know can be manipulated.
And who's the master manipulator?
The Master, of course. Always playing the long game.
Exactly. What if the Timeless Child reveal was just another one of their schemes? A way to mess with the Doctor's head, make them question everything they thought they knew.
Oh, that's good. But what if they went even further? What if the Timeless Child is connected to the Master somehow?
Now you're thinking like a true Whovian. We're in speculative territory here, but just imagine the implications.
It would turn their whole relationship upside down. Like, how messed up would that be for the Doctor?
It would add layers of betrayal, manipulation, and maybe even a twisted kind of kinship.
My head is spinning. But hey, that's what fan theories are for, right? They make us think, question, and maybe even lose a little sleep over the possibilities.
And isn't that what we love about Doctor Who? The constant mystery, the unanswered questions, the endless possibilities.
Absolutely. It keeps us coming back for more. But before we go too far down the rabbit hole, let's talk about something a bit more fundamental. Regeneration.
Ah, the Doctor's unique ability to cheat death, or at least postpone it.
Right. But the Timeless Child reveal has me wondering, is there even a limit to their regenerations anymore?
That's the big question, isn't it? We used to think there was a strict limit, 12 regenerations, and that's it.
But then we got the War Doctor, and now the Timeless Child. The rules seem to have changed.
Right, so where does that leave the Doctor? Do they have unlimited regenerations like the Timeless Child? Or is there still a limit we just don't know about yet?
It's enough to make your head spin. But one thing's for sure, regeneration is more than just a plot device. It's central to the Doctor's identity, their ability to constantly evolve and adapt.
And it keeps us guessing. Who knows what the next Doctor will be like, or how many more regenerations are left in the tank?
Exactly. It's a mystery that keeps us on the edge of our seats. But speaking of mysteries.
You know, it's amazing how many hidden corners there are in the Doctor Who universe.
Right. It seems like every episode, every character has the potential to unlock a whole new layer of the story.
Exactly, and sometimes those layers come from the fans themselves.
Oh, you mean like fan theories?
Exactly. Fan theories can take a tiny detail from the show and spin it into something amazing.
Like they can connect the dots in ways we never even considered.
Right, and one theory that does that brilliantly involves the shopkeeper from the Sarah Jane Adventures. Remember them?
Oh yeah, they ran that antique shop, always seemed to know more than they let on.
Exactly. Always popping up with a cryptic comment or a knowing look.
Definitely gave off those mysterious vibes. So, what's the theory?
Well, some fans believe the shopkeeper is actually the Corsair, a Time Lord adventurer who was friends with the Doctor.
Wait, seriously, the Corsair. But wasn't the Corsair like this swashbuckling hero?
That's right, and think about it. The shopkeeper had that same mischievous energy.
Yeah, and they both had a parrot companion.
Exactly. It's those little details that make the theory so compelling.
I love it. It would be so cool if they were the same person. Like, just imagine the stories the shopkeeper could tell about their adventures with the Doctor.
Right. It adds a whole new dimension to that character. And speaking of hidden depths, let's talk about Sarah Jane Smith.
Ah, Sarah Jane. One of the most iconic companions. Her departure was heartbreaking.
Yeah, I still get a little emotional thinking about it. And the reason they gave for her leaving always felt a bit weak, you know?
Right, they said humans weren't allowed on Gallifrey. It just didn't seem like enough to separate her from the Doctor.
Exactly. Especially considering how close they were.
So what's the fan theory about her departure?
Well, some fans believe the Doctor wasn't being entirely truthful. They think he was actually protecting Sarah Jane from the Time Lords.
Protecting her? But why?
Think about it. The Time Lords weren't always the benevolent figures they pretended to be. They were capable of some pretty shady stuff.
Yeah, that's true. They could be manipulative, even cruel. Especially when it came to protecting their own power.
Exactly. So what if the Doctor knew that taking Sarah Jane to Gallifrey would put her in danger?
Oh, I see. Like he was shielding her from their political games.
Right. It makes their goodbye even more poignant, the Doctor making a sacrifice to keep someone he cared about safe.
That's a great theory. It gives their farewell a whole new layer of meaning. Okay, so we've got Time Lord secrets and hidden agendas. What other mind-blowing theories are out there?
Well, how about one that involves River Song?
River Song? Oh, she's always a wild card. What's the theory?
Remember in Silence in the Library when River tells the 10th Doctor he's younger than she's ever seen him?
Yeah, that was a strange line. I always thought it was just because David Tennant looked young.
Right. But now, knowing that David Tennant is back as the 14th Doctor.
Wait, are you saying could River have already met the 14th Doctor?
It's a popular theory. It would certainly explain that line. And it wouldn't be the first time River knew something the Doctor didn't.
True. She always did have a knack for popping up at the most unexpected times. Okay, so maybe River's got the 14th Doctor figured out. What other mysteries are fans trying to crack?
Well, there's one that's puzzled fans for decades. Why is the TARDIS stuck as a police box?
Oh yeah, the chameleon circuit. It's supposed to disguise the TARDIS, but it's been broken for ages.
Well, the official story is that it's broken. But some fans think it's more complicated than that.
Oh, I like where this is going. So what do they think is really going on?
They believe the chameleon circuit isn't completely broken, it's just stuck.
Stuck. So, like, it can't fully transform anymore.
Exactly. But it might still be capable of making subtle changes.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, the police boxes looked a little different over the years, right?
Exactly. Different shades of blue, minor details. It's as if the chameleon circuit is still working just within certain limits.
That's a cool theory. And it makes you wonder, maybe the Doctor kind of likes the police box look now.
Right. It's become iconic, a symbol of the Doctor.
Okay, so we've got secret Time Lords, hidden agendas, and a TARDIS with a mind of its own. What else have fans come up with?
Well, how about this? What if Time Lords weaponized their regenerations during the Time War?
Whoa, hold on. Weaponized regenerations. How would that even work?
Think about it. We've seen how powerful a regeneration can be. The energy release, the potential for destruction.
Yeah, like when 10 regenerated and almost blew up the TARDIS.
Exactly. Now imagine a Time Lord focusing that energy, turning it into a weapon.
Oh, wow. That would be terrifying.
Right. It would be a last resort, a dying Time Lord taking out as many enemies as possible.
It's a grim thought, but it fits with the brutality of the Time War.
Exactly. And it adds a new layer to the Doctor's reluctance to talk about that time.
Yeah, it must have been horrific to see their people, their own ability, used like that.
Exactly. It's a reminder that even something as life-affirming as regeneration can be twisted into something dark and destructive.
Okay, that one's a bit heavy. Let's lighten the mood. What about some theories about the companions?
Okay, how about this one? What if Captain Jack Harkness actually manipulated some of his team into joining Torchwood?
Wait, really? Like Tosh, Owen, and Ianto?
Yeah. Think about it. Captain Jack has knowledge of the future. He understands how things are likely to play out.
So you're saying he might have orchestrated certain events to bring them to Torchwood?
Exactly. Maybe he subtly nudged them in the right direction, put them in situations where they'd cross paths with Torchwood.
Wow, that's a cool idea. It adds a whole new layer to their backstories.
Right. And it's totally something Captain Jack would do. He loves a good scheme.
Okay, I love that theory. It's got me thinking, what other companions might Captain Jack have secretly influenced?
The possibilities are endless. But let's move on to a theory that's both intriguing and heartwarming. It involves Donna Noble.
Donna. Oh, love Donna. But her ending was sad, losing all those memories of her time with the Doctor.
It was heartbreaking. But this theory suggests that even though Donna couldn't consciously remember her adventures, they still had an impact on her life.
Really? How?
Well, some fans believe that Donna subconsciously passed on some of those memories and experiences to her daughter, Rose.
Oh, that's beautiful. Like the Doctor's influence continued, even if Donna couldn't remember it directly.
Exactly. It gives her story a sense of hope. Her time with the Doctor wasn't entirely lost.
I like that. Okay, so we've got Captain Jack pulling strings and Donna's legacy living on. What other fan theory are out there?
Okay, let's talk about those eagle-eyed fans who spot things in the episodes that most people miss.
Oh, yeah. Like hidden details and visual clues.
Exactly. Remember that shot in The Day of the Doctor where Clara's coming through the painting?
Yeah, vaguely. What about it?
There's a weird angle on her hand that made some fans think it might belong to someone else.
Oh, really? So like a hidden character?
Yeah. Some theorized it might have been Missy making a sneaky cameo before her official reveal.
Wow. That would have been amazing foreshadowing.
It turned out to be a camera trick. But the fact that fans noticed it and came up with that theory is awesome.
It shows how much they pay attention. They're like Doctor Who detectives.
Exactly. Always looking for clues. And those visual details can lead to some pretty wild theories, like the one about the planet Skaro.
Skaro, the Dalek homeworld. What about it?
Well, some fans believe it might actually be a future version of Earth.
Wait, what? You're saying humans evolve into Daleks?
It's a dark theory, I know. But there are some visual similarities between Skaro's landscapes and Earth's environments.
Yeah, I guess both planets do have that kind of desolate, post-apocalyptic look.
Right, and it plays into that classic Doctor Who theme of humanity's potential for self-destruction.
It's a good reminder to make better choices, that's for sure. But let's move on to something a bit more fun. How about theories about the Doctor's regenerations?
Okay, here's one. What if the Doctor's regenerations are influenced by their companions?
Ooh, interesting. So, like, the companions they travel with somehow shape who the next Doctor becomes?
Exactly. The theory suggests that the companions' personalities, their strengths and weaknesses, get imprinted on the Doctor's subconscious.
I like that idea. It would explain why each Doctor is so different, but still fundamentally the Doctor.
Right, like 11 was so energetic and playful, maybe because of Amy's influence, and 12 was grumpier and more reserved, maybe because of Clara.
It makes sense. The companions have such a profound impact on the Doctor's life. It would be amazing if that influence continued even after they part ways.
Right, it adds a whole new layer to those relationships, but you want to hear a really wild theory.
Hit me with it.
Okay, buckle up. What if the Doctor we've been watching since Heaven Sent is actually a clone?
A clone? Wait, what? What do you mean?
Remember how the Doctor kept dying and resurrecting in that episode?
Yeah, it was like a time loop. Super intense.
Well, some fans believe each resurrection created a new clone of the Doctor, with the original dying in that very first loop.
Whoa. So you're saying every Doctor since then has been a copy? That's heavy stuff.
Right, it makes you question everything about the Doctor's identity.
If they're a clone, are they still the same Doctor? Do they have the same soul, the same memories, the same heart?
It's a mind-blowing concept, and it raises so many questions.
Like, could there be other clones out there, other versions of the Doctor living completely different lives?
It's a thought that'll keep you up at night. But hey, that's the power of fan theory, right?
They push the boundaries of what we think we know. They make us see the story in a new way.
Exactly. And they remind us that Doctor Who is so much more than just a TV show. It's a universe of infinite possibilities.
And we're back. I don't know about you, but my head is still spinning from all those fan theories.
It's incredible, right? The creativity of Doctor Who fans is just boundless.
They really take the show to a whole new level. It's not just watching anymore. It's like they're part of the story itself.
Absolutely. They're constantly digging deeper, finding those hidden meanings and connections.
And speaking of digging deeper, we've got to talk about the big question that's been hanging over us since the Timeless Child reveal. How many regenerations does the Doctor actually have?
It's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Before, we thought it was a simple answer, 12 regenerations, and that's it.
Yeah, nice and straightforward. But then the War Doctor came along, and now the Timeless Child. Suddenly, the rules aren't so clear anymore.
It's like someone ripped a few pages out of the rulebook and shuffled them around.
Exactly. And if the Timeless Child can regenerate limitlessly, does that mean the Doctor inherited that ability too?
It's possible, but then why haven't we seen more evidence of those regenerations? Maybe there are lifetimes we just don't know about yet.
Hidden Doctors scattered throughout time and space. Imagine that.
The Doctor could have been a pirate captain, a musician in a rock band, a chef in an intergalactic diner. The possibilities are literally endless.
It's mind-blowing. But even beyond the number of regenerations, there's another theory that I find really intriguing.
Oh, which one?
The idea that the companions can actually influence the Doctor's regenerations.
Oh yeah, that's a fascinating one. So basically, the companions the Doctor travels with could subtly shape who they become in their next life.
Exactly. Like, think about 11, all that energy and enthusiasm. Maybe that was Amy Pond's influence.
And 12, more reserved and a bit grumpy. Could that have been Clara's influence? A reflection of her more grounded personality?
Right. It makes you wonder, what traits did each companion leave behind? How'd they shape the Doctor we see on screen?
It really emphasizes the importance of those relationships. They're not just sidekicks, they're actively contributing to the Doctor's evolution.
It's a beautiful way to think about it. The Doctor's story isn't just their own. It's woven together with the lives of all the companions they've touched.
Exactly. And speaking of companions who left a lasting impact, let's talk about Rose Tyler.
Ah, Rose, the one who stole the Doctor's hearts.
And the one who became intrinsically linked to the time vortex. There's a theory that suggests her connection to the Doctor goes even deeper than we first thought.
Ooh, really? I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, some fans believe that Rose might actually be a descendant of the Timeless Child.
Wait, what? Rose? Connected to the Timeless Child?
Exactly. It would explain her unique bond with the Doctor, her ability to absorb the time vortex energy, and her transformation into the Bad Wolf entity.
Wow. That would change everything. It's like their meeting was destined, a collision of two timelines shaped by the Timeless Child's legacy.
Right. Suddenly, Rose isn't just a companion, she's a living link to the Doctor's past, a key to unlocking the secrets of the Timeless Child.
That's incredible. Okay, I need to go back and rewatch all those Rose episodes now with this theory in mind.
I know, right? It adds a whole new layer to their story. But as much as we'd love to keep theorizing, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've gone from hidden regenerations to companion influence transformations, from shadowy future selves to the mind-blowing idea of a Doctor clone.
And let's not forget about the theories surrounding the shopkeeper, Sarah Jane, and the chameleon circuit.
Right, we've barely scratched the surface of all the amazing fan theories out there.
And that's the beauty of it. Doctor Who is a show that sparks endless speculation and creativity. It's a universe that's constantly expanding thanks to the imagination of the fans.
So to all the Whovians out there, keep those theories coming, keep digging deeper, keep connecting the dots, and keep sharing your insights.
Because you never know, your theory might just unlock a whole new dimension of the Doctor Who universe.
Exactly, and that's what makes this show so special. It's a journey we take together, fans and creators alike.
So until next time, keep watching, keep wondering, and keep exploring the infinite possibilities of Doctor Who.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.